All right, guys, so I made some more progress on the 87 S4 tonight. This past Easter weekend, completed the install of the timing belt and then the water pump. And so that's all went well. Tonight, I double checked the tension on the timing belt with my tensioning tool. So that's all done. The tension is all locked in place. And got the center cover installed. I cleaned it, made it look real nice now. Actually, it was grimy, had some oil on it, and it was just really needed some TLC. So I was glad to get that all nicely cleaned up. And got the harmonic bouncer and the series of crank pulleys installed and torqued. They're torqued to 217. It's all torqued to 217 foot-pounds of torque with a 27 millimeter bolt. So I have my flywheel lock in place. And and then I also cleaned up the power steering pump. It had a lot of grime on it too. So that's all cleaned up and installed. And tomorrow I should probably have it all buttoned up. So got some covers to put on the left and right side. And drop in the electric fans, some hoses, the radiator hoses, and then of course, well, got to put some belts on as well. So maybe tomorrow, which is Tuesday, maybe Wednesday, I'll have it all done. But I'm very close now, and certainly looking forward to firing up the car. I will say that bringing the car to top dead center and then checking it with a couple of rotations by hand by having a half-inch breaker bar with the 27 millimeter socket and rotating it by hand just to make sure that all your marks line up with the V notch on the back side of the cam pulley and this little notch right here, and then also your marks on your harmonic bouncer. That's very important. Everything lined up perfectly for me, and that's really the only way to know that you haven't thrown off any of the valve train timing. So be very, very careful with that, guys, and take your time. Double check it several times before you button everything up, just to make sure that you're not off a pulley or two. I will say that this side will want to rotate on you, the left side. So just be very careful. Once you take everything off, the cam will want to rotate on you and it'll throw things off. So just double check everything before you button it all up and put it all back together, and it'll be fine. And make sure you use lots of paint pens or wax pens to double check all your marks, and just go back through, take your time. Anyway, so here we are. I also tonight I cleaned the electric fans. They were really grimy too, and they came out really nice. And so fully cleaned, and I probably will put a little bit of polish actually on them just to protect them. But man, they look fantastic compared to what they look like when they came out of the car. So yeah, so anyway, this is kind of a cool drawing to do as well. Here are here's the diagram drawn for the cam covers and the different bolts. They're different lengths, and I made my little diagram and then thank God for Ziploc bags and made sure the right bolt went into the right bag and everything was numerically described. And so that's how it all goes back together. God forbid you put everything in a yogurt container or in a little container and you're trying to figure out exactly what goes where. So just be careful that you know where each bolt came out of, because they are all different lengths, guys. So be careful. And so anyway, also the same with the water pump. You're gonna have 5 short and 8 long bolts, so take your time on that one as well. So with that said, After I get things buttoned up here, I'm gonna pull more than likely the intake manifold and rebuild it. And I have some other small things to do on the car, and then she'll be done. So we're sitting here on April 13th today, so I would say by May the car will be pretty much all done, but I'll share those updated videos with you, and thanks for supporting, being friends, and subscribing if you have. And I hope the videos are helpful and you guys get something positive out of them. And also at the same time, hope everybody's doing well through all the hardships that we're going through right now between all the coronavirus COVID-19 things and also some of the financial challenges. So hope everybody's staying well and doing well, and looking forward to being on the recovery side of things, and getting out and enjoying and driving the cars, and looking forward to the summer. So you guys take care. All the very best. Signing off.